Hey, what's Living Universe? It's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode. Welcome to TNA on the road to Slammiversary. It has officially begun the road to Slammiversary. And we are kicking things off here tonight with a 6-man tag team matchup. And out first, the Embassy of Aron making their way down to the ring. Big matchup here for Embassy of Aron. Aron Stevens, Big Bill, and Brian Cage on their way to the ring. Of course, they lost the gold just a few nights ago, and now, tonight, they find themselves taking on the new champions and the man partially responsible for costing them the titles. Out first, TNA superstar Trevor Lee is back. Trevor Lee has made his million in his time away from TNA. He has returned tonight. He was officially re-signed to TNA back at Hard to Kill a few nights ago after he laid out Aron Stevens with a massive jumping stomp on the outside. And now tonight, he's ready for action. As I said, he teams up with the brand new TNA Tag Team Champions. The men he helped overcome the odds against the Embassy. Here they are. The team of Limitless Danger. Keith Lee and Chris Danger on their way down to the ring. Danger able to escape the potential servitude of having to serve the Embassy of Aron. Ends up becoming a champion for the first time in his wrestling career. So here we go. Trevor Lee and Brian Cage starting off. You don't realize just how big Trevor Lee actually is until you see him across the ring from Brian Cage. As now Trevor Lee gets caught. Brian Cage throws him into the corner. Cage with a tag made to Aron Stevens. Now Aron Stevens coming off the middle rope. Double axe handle to Trevor Lee, knocking him back. Aron Stevens grabs onto him. And Trevor Lee, whoa, throws him into the corner. Big kick there from Trevor Lee, knocking him down. And standing shooting star connects. Aron Stevens may have made a mistake tagging in this quickly, as Trevor Lee throws him in the corner. Tag is made to Chris Danger. And now Danger with a forearm strike goes for another one, countered. Aron Stevens has got him. Stevens with Danger. Danger sends him off the ropes. Danger, rolling stunner, takes down Aron. Chris Danger getting him back up to his feet now. Chris Danger with Aron Stevens now into the corner, and big knee strike connects, taking him down. Stevens is down. Danger, big kick in the face. Grabs a hold of him now, getting him back up to his feet. Chris Danger firing away at him. Forearm strike. Throws him off the ropes. They collide. And big knee strike there from Danger. Getting him back up to his feet. Chris Danger. Super kick to Aron. Wiping out Big Bill before he can get the tag. And down goes Brian Cage. Chris Danger has been unleashed. We saw a whole new side of Danger in the ring a few nights ago, and we are seeing it right now tonight. Tag is made back to Trevor Lee. And Trevor Lee with a punch into the gut. Grabs onto Aron. Throws him right back into the corner, and Trevor Lee, tag made to Limitless Keith Lee. And now Lee, right hook to to Aron Stevens and Keith Lee. Punch into the head. And goes for an elbow. Aron out of the way. Aron Stevens ducks the wheel kick. Countered. Jawbreaker from Lee. Keith Lee. Roundhouse kick. Walks across the chest. Of course, this past weekend, the Embassy of Aron kept trying to get in the head of Chris Danger, telling him that without Keith Lee, he would be getting his ass kicked. Keith Lee always comes in, cleans up, and takes the win. But Keith Lee and Chris Danger proved that was completely false this weekend, when Chris Danger was ultimately the one to pin Brian Cage. Massive double shove there from Keith Lee. Now Keith Lee goes for a pounce. Aron Stevens grabs him. Knee into the head from Aron. Keith Lee knocking him down. Keith Lee sees that chair, and Keith Lee getting rid of the chair. Here's Big Bill in the mix now, and Keith Lee. Big overhand shove there to Bill. Sends him off the ropes. Keith Lee pops him up. Knee strike. Roundhouse kick. Lee getting him back up now, and Keith Lee. Roundhouse kick again to Big Bill. Keith Lee, like a house of fire, comes in with an elbow. Keith Lee picking him back up to his feet now, and Keith with Big Bill. Oh, Bill. Counter, sends him into the corner. And there's a counter from Keith Lee, though. Now Keith Lee reminding the world that he is limitless with that headbutt. He's holding now, and Lee throws him into the corner. Keith Lee. Tag is made to Chris Danger. Here we go. Dangerous Lee. Of the ropes. Blockbuster. Cover. 1, 2. No! Bill kicks out. Now Danger. Danger's tuning up the band. Sweet chin music to Big Bill. But Aron Stevens is there for the save. Oh, and Stevens with Trevor Lee. Danger with a knee strike to Stevens. Now Danger. Eat defeat. Taking down Big Bill. Cover by Danger. 1, 2. No! Tag is made back to the Limitless one. And Keith Lee with Big Bill, who has just taken everything and kicking out. Launches him across the ring. As now, Chris Danger turns his attention to Brian Cage for a moment. Keith Lee, tag is made to Trevor Lee. Lee and Lee working together here. Trevor Lee with a sidestep here. Big Bill's got a hold of him, though. Big Bill pops him up. DDT from Trevor Lee. Now Trevor Lee's got him down. Limitless Danger. Down goes Brian Cage. Big brawl going on the outside. Now big discus clothesline from Big Bill. Cover by Bill on Trevor Lee. No. Oh, and there's the kick from Big Bill. He rolls over Trevor Lee into a cover now. Big Bill. 1, 2. Kick out from Trevor Lee. As the Embassy starting to stand tall here, but no. Trevor Lee stalking Big Bill. Grabs him. Backslide to the 7-footer. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Trevor Lee scores a big victory. Trevor Lee with one of the first wins he's had in months. That's a massive win for Trevor Lee. Really going to try and turn it around now towards the tail end of Season 5. Limitless Danger and Trevor Lee pick up the victory here tonight. We got plenty more coming up here on TNA. But up next, the Director of Authority, Santino Marella, has an announcement. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the TNA universe. This is the Director of Authority, Santino Marella, and I have a big announcement tonight regarding the upcoming Slammiversary event. That big announcement tonight as the Limitless Danger, Chris Dangerously, and Keith Lee are going to be defending those TNA Tag Team titles in a fatal 4-way ladder match. This in just a few weeks' time at Slammiversary, and the qualifying for that ladder match begins next week. We've got some more singles action coming up next here on TNA, as here comes Tasha Steelz down to the ring. Tasha Steelz with a big chance tonight to go one-on-one with the Knockouts champion here on TNA. Little side note here, some of you might be wondering, Xander, when are we going to get a new TNA intro? Given you've been using the same one since Slammiversary and we're on a completely different game now. At this point, I'm just kind of holding on until, I'm just kind of holding on until after Slammiversary at this point. Just kind of holding on until after Slammiversary. So Tasha Steelz has made her way to the ring, and now here is the new TNA Knockouts champion, Jordynne Grace, on her way to the ring. Juggernaut Jordynne Grace. Now a two-time Knockouts champ. She managed to take down Steph DeLander this past weekend at Hard to Kill. Became the new Knockouts champion, win the gold for the first time in almost a year. So the Knockouts champ goes one-on-one with Tasha Steelz tonight. Here we go. Jordynne Grace runs in for a shoulder block. Tasha Steelz grabs her. Throws her into the corner now. Grabs a hold of her now. Pulls her in. Snapmare taking her down. Comes off the ropes. And kicks her in the head. Grabs a hold of her now. Right up there from Tasha. Coming in hot. Rolls through. And monkey flip out of the corner. Onto her, back to her feet now, countered. Jordynne Grace, forearm strike, knocks her back into a massive clothesline. And now Jordynne Grace grabs onto her, slams down the arm. Jordynne Grace grabs a hold of Tasha Steelz, kicks her in the back. Jordynne Grace grabs a hold of her, getting her back up to her feet here. Jordynne Grace grabs on, throwing her across the ring, into the corner now. Jordynne Grace, clothesline, takes her down. Jordynne Grace coming off the ropes, and elbow drop to Tasha Steelz. Grabs a hold of her, getting her back up to her feet now. Jordynne Grace pulls her in. Has her now. Lifts her up, and jackhammer from Jordynne Grace. Grabs onto Tasha again, and into gut wrench, taking her down. Grabs a hold of her now. Jordynne Grace getting her back up to her feet here. Has her back up. Jordynne Grace kicked in the ribs. Tasha Steelz grabs a hold of her, throws her into the corner. Tasha Steelz went for her in the corner, went for the big splash. Jordynne Grace grabs her up on her shoulders into backpack stunner from the champion. Lifting her back up to her feet now, and Juggernaut Jordynne Grace goes for a kick. Tasha Steelz with a knee strike. Now Steelz grabs onto her. Tasha Steelz pulling her in, taking her towards the corner here. Tasha Steelz sends Jordynne Grace head first in the turnbuckle. Counter. Kicking the ribs from Jordynne Grace. And for a shoulder block. Tasha out of the way. Counter for counter now. Into a shoulder block. Taking her down. Grabs a hold of her now. Jordynne Grace with Tasha Steelz back to her feet. Kicks her in the ribs. Jordynne Grace has a hold of her now. And Grace looking for Vertebreaker. for the 1, 2, 3. And just like that, the Knockouts champ with the win. Jordynne Grace able to go over Tasha Steelz tonight, take down Tasha Steelz tonight. Jordynne Grace reminding the world why she is the Knockouts champion. Dominant victory there for the champ. We got more coming up. The X Division Championship rematch. Josh Alexander and Kenta round 2 is coming up next. Nick Nemeth. I got a bone to pick with you. Because it seems like ever since you showed up, my life has become a nightmare. Anything that can go wrong has gone wrong, and it's all because you decided to show up in my home turf. I've lost everything because of you. My Ring of Honor 6-man tag titles, all 3 of them mine, gone because of you. My internet title that I have had for over 14 years, gone because of you. The New Japan World Television title that made me the indie god of television, gone because of you. And you haven't even so much as said a word to me in that ring. So next week, Nemeth, calling you out. Meet me in the ring or prove that you're just a coward. I'll be waiting. Alright, folks, the X Division Championship up for grabs. Up next is the rematch. It is the big rematch here tonight from this past weekend. As here comes the challenger. Here comes the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, on his way down to the ring. Josh Alexander storming down to the ring. Alexander, a two-time X Division champion, looking to become 3-time tonight. So down tonight, Josh Alexander, a big chance to try and take back the gold. So here comes his opponent. The newly crowned X Division champ, the leader of Bullet Club TNA, it's Kenta. Kenta making his way down to the ring. So let's do this. Kenta, Josh Alexander, the big rematch. It's about to go down. There it is, the X Division title up for grabs. As I said, Josh trying to become a 3-time champ tonight. Kenta trying to take care of that all-important first defense. So, without any further ado, here we go. Kenta and Alexander lock up. Kenta with Josh off the ropes. Goes for a knee strike, kicking to the knee from Alexander. Josh Alexander coming off the ropes. They collide. Alexander's caught. Kenta throws him in. Countered. Alexander kicks him in the ribs. Josh Alexander now. Kenta coming off the ropes. Kenta goes for the thrust kick. Alexander caught him. Josh, belly to belly, taking him down. Now Josh Alexander grabs Kenta, lifts him up, and power slam takes him down. Grabs a hold of him, throws him into the corner now, and Josh Alexander with a chop. And again, knocking back Kenta. Kicking him down here. Kenta with a counter now, and Kenta back to his feet. Kenta grabs a hold of him, pulls him in, taking him down, and taking him down with a knee strike into the back of the leg. Rolling Josh over now. Kenta cover for the 1. No. Kick out from Josh. Kenta's got a hold of him now. Sends him on the ropes. Kenta goes for a knee strike. Countered by Alexander. Josh Alexander countering now. Knocking back the champion. Grabs a hold of Kenta and Josh. Sends him off the ropes. They collide. Sidestep now. Josh Alexander's got him. Swings him around. And tombstone from Alexander to Kenta. Cover now for the 1, 2. No. Kenta kicks out. Josh gets him back up to his feet now. Josh Alexander, overhand chop. Kenta went for him. Josh hitting him again. Kenta strikes him. Josh, chop for chop here between the two. It's a chop battle. Missed him on that one, did Josh. Josh Alexander's got Kenta up on his shoulders now. Whoa, he was going for the TKO. Kenta countering. Knocking him back now. Kenta sweeping the leg of Josh Alexander. Kenta's got a hold of him now. He's got the walking weapon. Sends him off the ropes. Boom, psycho knee from Kenta to Josh Alexander into a cover. 1, 2. No, Josh kicks out at 1. Alexander out of the ring now. Kenta's got him down. Kenta dive to the outside. Takes out Josh Alexander. And now Kenta's got a hold of him now. Taking him back into the ring. Kenta now rolls him over, and Kenta. 1, 2. Kick out from Josh. Sidestep from Alexander now. Turns Kenta around, pulls him in. Takes him down with a backbreaker. Now Josh has got Kenta back to his feet. Josh Alexander for a forearm. Kenta countering. Kicks from Kenta now, knocking him back. Kenta going off the ropes. Drop kick to Josh Alexander. Knock him off his feet now, and Kenta into the corner here. Kenta, here we go. Kenta looking for the knee. Josh Alexander counters. Kicks out the legs now, and Josh grabs the leg. Here we go. Turns Kenta over. Ankle lock in. Josh locks in the ankle lock on Kenta. Bouncing him now to become a 3-time champ. Josh has got it in. Kenta in some serious trouble here. Josh wrenching it in as best as he can here on him. Kenta in some trouble. Kenta rolls back through, taking him down. Kenta's got him now. Kenta with a kick in the ribs. Kenta lifts Josh up. And powerbomb! Into a cover now. Kenta's got him down. Kenta cover on Josh for the 1, 2. No. Kenta now cuts the throat, says we're done here. Kenta. Whoa, went for the dive. Josh out of the way. Josh Alexander on the outside now. Josh. Kenta's got him though. Kenta goes up for the powerbomb. Countered by Alexander. Josh Alexander knocks him back, and Josh pulls him in. Here we go. On the outside. Looking for C4 Spike. And Josh now with Kenta. Bang in the ring. Oh! Mike Santana. Mike Santana causing a disqualification. And Santana spiking Josh. Mike Santana spiking Josh Alexander, causing a DQ, keeping Alexander from getting a shot at becoming a 3-time X Division champion. Mike Santana. Oh my God. Just suplexes Alexander off of the announce table. And Mike Santana. Driving Alexander in the floor. So everything is my fault. That feels along the same veins of it should have been me. But there's really not an original thing about you, is there, broski? Everything you do, you claim is you putting in the work. Everything you do is you claiming that you're this revolutionary indie god. But everything you do, someone has done 10 times better before you. You're just the master of amalgamating all of them together. But if you want to blame me for your shortcomings, if you want to blame me for everything that's gone wrong with you, so be it. I will see you next week, Matt Cardona. We will talk this out. And I have a feeling we're going to come to a conclusion that you are not going to want, but I'm going to relish. Alright, it is now time for our main event of the night. As here comes 1/4 of the major wrestling gods to the ring. Here comes Moose to the ring. Moose ready for action tonight. A big matchup here for Moose, former TNA World Champ, former Digital Media Champ. Moose ready for a fight tonight. Moose taking on the TNA World Champ. Why doesn't somebody just say his name?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. 'Cause they love him in London and Paris.
There he is, the TNA champion in the house. Joe Hendry on his way to the ring. We know that Joe Hendry will be main eventing Slammiversary in just 8 weeks' time against Mustafa Ali, who will compete in his first match since Call Your Shot. He's finally called his shot, has Mustafa Ali. And Joe Hendry will be going one-on-one very, very soon. Hendry and Moose, they've got some history though. Last year at what was it? Which show was it? Victory Road, I believe. These two faced off where Hendry would premiere the Dancing Moose song in order to distract Moose. Now he and Moose lock up. Moose grabs onto Hendry. Power slam takes him down. Moose grabs onto him now, scoops Hendry up overhead. Moose. No, Hendry fighting out of it, and Joe Hendry getting back into it now. Grabs onto Moose. Joe Hendry throws him across the ring, and Joe Hendry went for him. Moose counters now, and Moose grabs a hold of him. Moose with Hendry. Lifts him up, and stun gun to the champion. Turns him over with a kick now, and Moose grabs Hendry. Him up, and gut wrench suplex takes him down. Turns him over with a kick now, and now Moose. Hendry back to his feet. Joe Hendry Jabbing away on him now, knocks him back here. Moose. Joe Hendry throws him in the corner. Elbow strike takes him down. Throws again now. Joe Hendry. Kick in the face of Moose. Moose goes down now. Hendry. And back up to his feet. Hendry with Moose. Off the ropes. Goes for it. Moose counters. Gut wrench from Moose. And now he's got a hold of Joe Hendry. He lifts him up and launches him across the ring. Hendry pulling himself into the corner. Moose in the corner as well now. Here we go. Hendry bursts out of the corner with a knee strike to Moose. Now Joe Hendry coming in. Goes for a clothesline. Moose counters, redirects him, counter. Hendry kicks him in the ribs. Joe Hendry, clothesline. Into another one. Joe Hendry now. Clothesline again to Moose, knocks him into the corner. Clothesline again, taking him down. Goes for a boot, countered by Moose. Moose turns him around now, and Moose, here we go. 7-star lariat from Moose. Cover on Joe Hendry, he's got him down now. Joe Hendry kicks out. Moose coming off the ropes now, and Hendry sidesteps him. Hendry catches Moose, and freak of nature. Now Joe Hendry grabbing on the Moose here. Moose shoves him away though. Moose grabs onto him with Hendry up on his shoulders. Moose with Joe Hendry. No, Hendry elbowing his way out of it. Counters into standing ovation. Cover. 1, 2. No! Moose kicks out. Now Moose pulling himself back up into the ropes. Hendry knocking him back here. Hendry with a chop. Grabs a hold of Moose, getting him back up to his feet. Joe Hendry. Right hook. Moose jabs him. Hendry. Right hook. These two just trading blows here. Joe Hendry went for him. Moose countered. Moose knocks back the champ. Hendry. Big right hook connects. Pulls him in for a second standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. Joe Hendry with the victory over Moose tonight. Hendry, that wicked standing ovation spinebuster, scores the win for the TNA World Champion. And that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of TNA. Be sure to join us tomorrow for a premiering episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was
I've never really worked with somebody quite like him. His ability to understand you and read you and just know exactly what to do next. He's had an average of 9.78 stars per performance. That's more than any other Impact star there's been, and even more than the champions. We've been working with him closely for quite some time. Now don't get me wrong, times have gotten a little heated, but overall, he is simply the best man for this job. Hi, I'm Mustafa Ali, and when you select me for 2024, just know you're selecting one of your own. Someone who isn't afraid to go down and get their hands dirty with the rest of them. Someone who isn't afraid to roll up and fight for you. Mustafa's marketability rating is absolutely through the roof, and even higher than some of the very biggest stars in this industry, including Joe Hendry's. But what's impressed me most is his ability to connect to the common man. He truly takes time to figure out what the fan wants. I'm Mustafa Ali, and I approve this message.